Okay, so we are talking about Doctor Strange in this review here. I got a cape, I got the goatee, I got the shirt. Let's do this. Doctor Strange is directed by Scott Derrickson, the man that directed Sinister. And we have Benedict Cumberbatch as the title character, Dr. Stephen Strange, a brilliant neurosurgeon who gets into a car accident and damages his hands to the point that he can no longer use them. So he has to go to a monastery in Nepal in order to find a way to repair his hands because Western medicine is not working for him. His only hope is mysticism, magic, which he doesn't believe in at all. This guy has a big ego and a very closed mind when it comes to mysticism and magic, so he doesn't really believe in it, but he starts to believe in it once Tilda Swinton's character, the Ancient One, excuse me, the Ancient One opens his mind to it by showing him how to do astral projection and how to go into the mirror dimension and all these other powers that she has, and talking about the multiverse and everything. And this movie is awesome. I love Doctor Strange. I'm a big fan of the character. I didn't read the comics, but I did get very much involved in watching Doctor Strange in the Spider-Man animated series when he was introduced in the 90s animated series. I think he was introduced in the 80s Spider-Man animated series, Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends 2, and I think he appeared in the Fantastic Four animated series. I'm not sure what other animated series he was in, but this is a terrific character, and I love this guy. He was a really wonderful character. So when I heard that they were going to make a Doctor Strange movie once the MCU was created and everything, I was really hooked. And finding out Benedict Cumberbatch is the character. I love Sherlock Holmes. I've been watching Sherlock Holmes on Netflix, and it's an awesome show. Benedict Cumberbatch is great and definitely fits the character. He is an awesome choice for Doctor Strange. He plays this character so darn well. You got Rachel McAdams as the love interest. She was pretty good, and they did have some good chemistry. However, she wasn't that great of a love interest when you compare her to the two best love interests in the Marvel and Cinematic Universe, Pepper Potts and Agent Carter. Those two are the best love interests of the MCU, and Rachel McAdams' character is nowhere near those two. And then we got Chiwetel Ejiofor as Baron Mordo, who is Strange's best friend in the film, and he is awesome in the movie. I really did like him, and when you find out what happens to him later on in the film, that was really cool. And if you know the lore of Doctor Strange, you know what's going to happen with Baron Mordo. And then you got Benedict Wong's character, Wong, who is great in this movie. I really did like his character. He's the librarian of the monastery. I did like him. And Benjamin Bratt plays Pangborn. He is this guy that Doctor Strange seeks out to find out about the monastery. And Benjamin Bratt was a pretty cool character, too. And the movie was just really, really good. The visuals was awesome. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, this is Inception light. This movie's very much like Batman Begins. You do realize that Christopher Nolan drew a lot of the influence for Batman Begins and Inception from Steve Ditko's comic books on Doctor Strange. Did you not realize that? Or are you just ignorant of that? So know who's really ripping off who, really, here, okay? this is just an awesome movie. Definitely better than the this Doctor Strange 70s attempt that they tried to do when Lou Ferrigno was the Hulk. And yeah, it's definitely better than the Doctor Strange direct-to-DVD animated film, which I did like too. But this I like even more. This is a fantastic movie. There was one character I didn't expect to be in this movie, and when I saw this character in the film, it was like, oh wow, we're going to get this character too? It was like, oh wow, that's awesome. From Doctor Strange's comic book lore. It's like, oh, I didn't expect to see that character. Let's talk about Mads Mikkelsen's character, the villain. Guy Sillerin, I think his name is, or I don't know what the name of this character was totally, but this was a pretty good villain. I agree he is kind of a weak villain, but at the same time, I understood his motivations and why he was a villain, so he's not that weak. I have to disagree with a lot of people when they say this guy's a weak villain. He's not that weak. I've seen weaker villains from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, like Ronan, and definitely Malekith was the worst villain. So to say that this villain is weak, he's not that weak. But this is an excellent movie, and I definitely love this movie. So I'm going to give this movie an A. There are 2 after credits scenes. You guys stay to watch the mid-credits scene and the scene that comes up after all the credits. So definitely check that out. And this is an excellent movie. I give this movie an A. Go see it.